All right, so this video right here is the most disrespectful NFL celebrations. Interesting.
Keeps it, looking for a block, touchdown, Minnesota.
Let's go!
Here we go. Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, that's what it's eating Thanksgiving dinner.
7-step drop down the middle.
I think they were playing on Thanksgiving.
Open, wide open is Juju Smith-Schuster for the touchdown. Little game of hide and seek. Count to 10 and come find me.
That's fantastic.
I got to give this one major style point.
Wilson's going to go deep, wide open, and into the hands of David Moore.
Play of the drive. Case Keenum throws a touchdown. First touchdown of the game for either team. It goes to Kyle Rudolph.
It's duck, duck, goose. What a play by Case Keenum.
Look, he has some room. First down, inside the 10, touchdown. The center, Pat Elflein, came out to help lead the way. Here's the celebration. Through the limbo, huh? A little toss. Freeman looks for room. Has it. Touchdown. Ryan Schrader, the tackle. And then a little free throw action.
On 2nd and 5. Here's Rose. Far side, intercepted. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. William Gay. That is William Gay's 6th career interception return touchdown, and that ties him with Rod Woodson for the all-time lead for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tremendous job by Gay understanding what was going to happen on this play. We have a penalty marker on the field. Here's John Perry.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, excessive celebration, number 22. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And William Gay continues the somewhat ridiculous celebration.
Nah, that was a crazy celebration, bro. Nigga didn't give a damn what they called, bro.
45 yards rushing on the drive. Here's a cutback for the touchdown for Crowell. Isaiah Crowell. He's got a couple. And that'll draw a flag. Again, Seahawks playing without Sidney Rice, who injured his knee in the first half. Wilson on the fake. Throwing downfield for Golden Tate. Great in the air. It's Tate. Took it from Jenkins. Taunting on his way to the end zone. Flag is down as he scores the touchdown.
Janoris Jenkins can't believe. It's too deep zone, and Tate releases to the outside, and Janoris Jenkins, who has great ball skills, just misjudged it. I have no idea what Golden Tate is doing there.
Yeah, obviously, there's been conversation going on throughout the night. It's an 80-yard score. The taunting flag
counts.
will not erase the score.
The unsportsmanlike taunt on offense, number 81, will be a 15-yard foul enforced on the kickoff.
Nice. You're right.
Throws it down the field. It's caught at the 10, and this game is over. The Cowboys win it. CD Lamb.
But that's the same exact play when they called the timeout, and it was still there.
Of course, Mills, the defender, was someone they were very familiar with. Saw him twice a year.
Field goal range for Morton Anderson.
Moss. Randy Moss is in for a touchdown.
Oh,
a disgusting act by Randy Moss, and it's unfortunate that we had that on our air.
From the 9-yard line, first down. That's the pass. And that is caught by Jackson along the sideline. And Jackson down the middle of the field being chased inside the 20, inside the 10, and into the end zone backwards for the touchdown. Wow. Scandrick, the last guy with a chance.
You know, it's an interesting call because they had the rule that he had crossed that line before he fell in. You're always allowed to dive into the end zone.
Right.
So unless his foot hit that ground, I don't know that that should have been excessive celebration. You're allowed to dive.
Whenever you have to go to Seattle and face that rush. Cousins going to air it out. Deshaun Jackson downfield. He's got it. And the former Eagle is going to take it in backward and score. Deshaun Jackson with an 81-yard touchdown working against Kerry Williams. And then that Eagle-type celebration kicking it away as Deshaun Jackson, who was let go by Chip Kelly and the Philadelphia Eagles, comes back to haunt him with an 81-yarder.
30-yard empty backfield. Brooks with time, rifles, touchdown, Saints. Joe Horn, and he pulls up the protective coating. There's a new one.
He's got his own phone.
He hit his phone.
He had his phone stashed in the end zone.
Manning in the gun. Manning back. Manning looking. Firing for the end zone, and it is caught. Is it a touchdown? Yes, it is. Caught by Beckham. Great play by Beckham. 9.5 yards deep. Now there's a penalty flag on the far side. We'll see about that.
After the score is over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 13. The score counts.
So the Giants have their second touchdown of the season. Their first of the day.
And Elliott into the end zone. Oh, man. And Antonio Brown, look at him go.
They're bad.
Gets by McAfee. It almost figures. Touchdown. Oh, my God.
Olawale, the fullback, will go to the passing game off of it, lofting it, and that is intercepted by Byard. The guy who led the NFL in interceptions a year ago comes up huge for Mike Vrabel's defense.
Well, they were sending Amari Cooper in motion, and
Kevin Byard did after the interception. He went and celebrated on the star. That doesn't go over well in this place.
And they throw a fade right side of the end zone for Owens. He got both feet in. Touchdown catch over the shoulder. Here we go. Oh, they're going to have a big fight. There goes Owens. Puts it down. And George Teague levels it. Here it goes. And now Teague is aimed at by an offensive lineman. Flozell Adams pulls Teague away. And Owens is waved to the bench. And he stands in the middle of the star and holds the ball out. There are flags everywhere.
Jacobs gets it and scores. Touchdown, Giants. And Jacobs fires the football into the play clock. He steps up and floats it for Owens. Terrell Owens. Wow, touchdown.
And then T.O. celebrates in style by dancing with the cheerleaders' pomp.
Garcia going deep. Owens on this side. Just makes the catch. Touchdown. What is that, a pen?
He had a pen in his sock, and he pulled it out and autographed the ball.
That's a first. Who would even think of that?
Who would think of that? Terrell Owens would think of that.
George has time, and his pass is intercepted. They're not catching him down the sideline. Deion Sanders is dancing
advancing. He's looking backwards from about the 40-yard line.
Oh, is he going to do a number on the crowd here?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Receiving team number 30. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Or is there?
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Kicking team number 7. That penalty be enforced after the first down, 1st and 25.
You can't use the flag as a prop.
Well, it was really, here's the roughing the punter, which is a good call. You can see the extension there. He comes down and beneath him. He's Corey White, and now this action here, totally uncalled for.
Throw it. End zone. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill.
Nah, ain't no way he turned into the cameraman, bro. What? That's hilarious.
From Kerrigan, steps away, fires on the run, and is caught! Unbelievable! It's like glue on his hands from Thielen.
Well, earlier this year we saw duck, duck, Grey Goose.
Kamara starts in the slot. Passes to Thomas. He's gone. Touchdown, Saints. .72 yards to Michael Thomas on 3rd down.
Well, you see Marcus Peters, he's not even ready. And he's trying to communicate. Michael Thomas just simply runs right by him. And, you know, the Saints are going to be penalized for this celebration at the end of the play using a prop. That's very uncharacteristic of Michael Thomas. A cell phone that he hid prior to the game. This is too big of a game to be risking those kinds of yards.
Crazy celebrations, bro. Nah, those are the NFL's craziest moments, bro. Our craziest celebrations.
Keenum keep.
I like it. So yeah, shout out to them for, you know, really doing their thing. Eating Thanksgiving dinner, thanks to I had no idea what the fuck they was doing. Yeah, because I had no idea what they was doing at celebration, bro. Cut the Williams on his knees.
What was going to happen on this play? We have a penalty marker on the field.
Nah, they funny for that. Nah, shout out to them.